Hey everybody, William here, and today we're talking with David Arbit. He's a guy who takes data and makes it fun, loves his food, and for some reason likes city planning and crap. I don't know. It's a great podcast. Everybody, William here, and
Sarah,
and
David.
All right, welcome, David. How you doing today?
Hanging in there, not too bad.
All right, good.
can we just clarify which David?
David Arbit.
David.
David
The
Arbit.
David Arbit.
Is there another one?
That's all we need.
There is another one. He's a rheumatologist in New Jersey.
Oh, a what?
A rheumatologist.
Really?
What's a rheumatologist?
I think a doctor that deals with rheumatoid arthritis.
Yep.
Something like that.
Okay.
My mom has that doctor.
He's a rheumatologist. He's
Yeah.
he's award winning. I've never gotten his mail, but I see him in the Google search.
That's awesome.
There's a William Huffman in Florida.
Yeah. No, he's in. There's a couple William Huffmans. There's a professional swimmer named William Huffman, a triathlete or whatever.
There's a Sarah Huffman that I feel is a professional soccer player.
That makes sense.
Not me.
No, I was gonna say
Past life.
I was gonna say shocker, but that'd be rude.
Past life, next life.
Yeah,
We never know.
not current.
No.
I mean,
Yeah.
soccer's hard. Soccer's a lot of running.
Yeah. Hard pass.
Okay, so I'm actually super excited for this podcast today because normally we get to be in your presence, David,
Yep,
when we're talking about data.
it's true.
But that isn't this podcast.
It's not?
No.
Am I in the wrong room?
We are in the wrong room.
We don't have any slides for
Please
you,
leave.
and
No
we
slides.
don't have any graphs or maps.
Unfortunately, and I'm quite sad, but I'm also excited.
Yeah. So are we. I need to call out. This is our first time using this podcast room, and I'm over here trying to use the camera angles properly just so we have some video.
I can't. Well,
And so if I jump around too much, it's okay. Don't
we'll
worry.
give you feedback.
Yeah.
It's incredible.
We
It's
as
amazing.
in me.
So and I also want to say thank you to Zach who's in the room. So Zach's over there and he just gives a thumbs up and
Zach Attack.
Thanks,
I'm,
Zach.
I'm sure he loves that. Oh, could you go ahead and turn your computer up for me, Zach, so we can hear all the noises on the podcast?
Yes. We're glad you're here, Zach.
No, legit, we
you
are.
and your computer noises.
Yes. We love it. All right, so David, I don't know if have you ever listened to any of our podcasts?
No, I haven't. I'm sorry to say.
Oh, that's okay.
I'll
That's
change
Now
that.
you're going to be a big fan.
yeah. And I'm going to keep reminding you, make sure we're close to the mic up there.
Yep.
Okay, so on this podcast, we don't really talk about real estate too much. What we like to do is just get to know you and who you are and just
Adjuster.
work
Cheers.
work with the chairs and get to know, the man, the myth, the legend, the Mr. David Arbit. So why don't you go ahead and start off and kind of tell us where you were born, all that good stuff.
A little bit of background.
Yeah.
It was a cold Tuesday evening in 1985.
Okay.
Oh. Yep.
The setting is Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Oh, all right.
I'm a Wisconsin immigrant. I left as soon as I could.
Okay.
I'm just kidding. Nothing wrong with Wisconsin and Milwaukee.
Yeah,
Learn
yeah.
my love of cheese and all things dairy. But
Gosh, I love a good cheese curd.
it's so good. Fried, state fair, or just regular?
Both.
Yeah, both.
But the regular ones have to squeak.
The squeaking's the one thing that bugs me.
Oh, really?
It's literally the only bad side of cheese curds.
All right, we've been on this podcast for 2 minutes. It's already
We're
derailed.
talking about cheese curd squeaks.
Yeah, yeah.
It's important.
It's important.
Anyway, Wisconsinite by birth, Minnesotan by choice. So
Okay.
basically, the first 18 years of my life in Milwaukee.
Well, hold on. Whoa, you just skipped 18 years.
No big deal. Nothing that exciting.
Yeah, no.
NBD.
Yeah, no.
Do you have any siblings?
I do. Older brother, younger sister.
Okay.
Oh, you're a middle child.
I'm middle. Is that
I would
surprising?
not have guessed that.
Because what's typical of middle children? I honestly,
They're meh.
they're meh.
Like meh.
Meh.
Actually, they're known to be good negotiators.
Oh, interesting. Because you gotta kind of manage up and manage
Yeah.
down a little bit.
Yep.
I get that.
That's
yeah.
that's what I've heard.
So older brother, younger sister.
Older brother, younger sister.
That's like my family layout.
Is it?
Mm-hmm.
Brother.
I have two older brothers.
Brother just left Amazon and went to Redfin for about 6 months, and then left Redfin, and he's doing some startup now, like getting venture capital and he's in the startup world, which is cool. Then my sister had her second kid. She's still in Milwaukee.
Hold on.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Are we jumping?
You got,
I was good with how this was going.
Okay, hold on.
Seem to be easing into things.
No. I don't even know what middle school or grade school you went to. I don't even know what kind of student you were. Did you do band? Like,
I was
okay,
average.
bring it back.
You
No-
weren't average.
No band. I actually didn't love math, honestly, as a kid.
Okay, so where did you go
This
to?
is fascinating.
So you were in Milwaukee,
Milwaukee.
and where
Like
did?
Milwaukee proper, or were you like in like West Bend?
Whitefish Bay, Fox Point area.
Oh,
So
okay.
it was like just on the border of like Bayside and Fox Point.
You just said, "Oh, okay," like you know where that
Oh.
is.
Well, I mean,
It's a decent area.
I'm going with it.
You have no idea.
Yeah, it's a decent area.
Yeah,
We-
no idea
we were,
whatsoever.
Let's see, 5-minute walk from Lake Michigan, which was always
Oh, cool.
kind of special. Yeah,
Very cool.
not like on the fancy side of that side of Lake Drive where there's nothing under 7 figures for a house. But it was nice. Lots of parks. Grew up skipping stones in Lake Michigan.
okay.
Grew up skiing a lot. Dad-
Downhill or cross country?
Downhill. Well, both. Mostly cross country earlier. Don't do much cross country now. This body's built to go downhill, not across the country. Gravity's working in my favor. Gravity likes me.
That's
So mostly alpine skiing, a little bit
Okay.
cross country. I want to get more into the cross country side, and then bicycling. Those were 2 of our big things. Just
So growing up, that was kind of your
those are
jam.
big things.
Okay. So you were born in '85. When was your
85.
older sibling born?
So Josh was 82, and then my younger sister is 87.
Okay.
So 2 years down, 3 years or so up.
Not too bad.
Not
All
too
right. So what did you? So let's go to elementary school.
Now, what did you wait? What did your parents do?
Oh yeah, good job. Good
Mom
question.
is a lifelong teacher. Whole life she teaches 7th and 8th grade Spanish
Oh my gosh.
and ESL now, English as a second language to
Oh,
like new arrivals
Yeah,
to the
yeah.
country. She has several Russian and Ukrainian students.
yeah, I'd imagine so right
Yep.
now. Yeah,
Yep.
I'd imagine so right now.
Yep.
But
in
that's-
7th
that's-
and 8th grade.
The ESL stuff is with younger kids, but
Okay.
it is across the board though, because people come at all ages. So she really loves that. People say she adopts every kid she meets. Like every kid she teaches, like becomes her child,
So
and she's
do you take more after your mother or your father?
Well, we don't know what Dad does yet. We only know about what Mom does.
dad's an orthodontist,
Oh.
semi-retired, mostly retired. I think
Okay.
he's only in like 2 days a week now.
Okay.
So he's stepping down from it,
Okay.
and I don't know who am I more like. I guess my dad a little bit,
Okay.
but I'm a mix.
Okay.
I think I have high EQ from my mom.
Okay. Yep.
And I don't get high IQ from anybody. I don't have high IQ, so I don't know. That one never came in.
You have good teeth.
I guess.
I would hope so.
I guess. Yeah.
What do you do when somebody gives you a compliment?
Thank you so
You're
much.
welcome.
Yes,
Thank you
yes.
so much.
You're so
I'm no good at
welcome.
taking that. What do we do now?
What do we do,
Young Davy. No teeth, I guess. What my dentist is like, you need a bite plate. You're grinding those things.
Oh yeah.
I'm not stressed or anything.
Okay.
I only have
Yep.
twins and a demanding job.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Living
there's
in this
yeah.
world.
It's only 2022. You're fine.
No
Yeah.
big deal. Everything's good.
Everything is okay.
Everything's
Everything
good.
is fine.
We're fine here. We're fine.
Totally fine.
I'm fine. Aren't you fine?
Yeah.
There's no vodka in these water bottles whatsoever.
Okay, so Mom is a teacher.
Mom's a teacher.
Dad is working on becoming a retired orthodontist.
Dad's working on retiring.
All right. So middle school or elementary school, what did you do? Anything fun from elementary school?
Let's see. Average, pretty standard, I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
High school,
Well, hold on. What about middle school?
middle school. So it was 6th to 8th. Yeah. I don't know. Had some friends. Did some classes.
So were you an awkward? Like I was an awkward middle schooler. Were you an awkward middle schooler? Were you like a bandy, a nerdy?
No
like-
band. Not nerd. Geez. I guess I was somewhere in the middle.
Okay.
A chameleon.
Actually, it's funny you say that. In high school, I kind of did feel a little bit like a butterfly. Like
Okay.
there was like some of the nerdy crew I'd hang with, and then some
Yeah.
of the athletic
Yeah.
crew, and then just regular people.
Yeah.
And yeah, a couple buddies lived near me, like kind of a couple blocks away, so we were pretty tight.
Cool.
But I don't know. Yeah.
Like on the weekends, did you like do the gaming, video games, run? Like what did you guys do for fun?
Aside from biking and skiing, we played a lot of Sega Genesis with some friends.
Oh, what was your game?
Sonic and Tails.
Sonic.
Hands down, casino level. No.
Okay.
Casino. And I'm not a gambler, but the
Yeah.
but the ding ding and the
Yeah.
woo woo.
Yeah. Sega. Sega. Sega was the fancy system.
Sega was the fancy system.
It
We were
was.
blowing in those,
Yeah. The cartridges.
blowing the cartridges.
When you weren't winning?
Yeah.
Did you
Yeah.
like?
Oh, shake it up. It's the
Yeah.
part, if the pieces move around in there.
Yeah.
It's
yeah.
totally
Totally.
cool.
We're
totally
gonna win
cool.
this time. Yeah.
So what was the mascot for your high school?
It was called the Nicolay Knight, like a sworded knight with like a metal.
The fighting Nicolay Knights.
Yeah, the Nicolay Knights.
All right.
Wow.
Yeah.
What does Nicolay mean? Like, how do you spell that?
Nicollet or L-E-T?
So Nicolet? Or
L-L-E-T. Nicolay. We called it Nicolay High School.
Nicolay.
Nicolay.
Oh.
I
And
kind
there's
of have
some-
as a French.
I was going to say some French, I don't know, some founder, settler, Milwaukee. I don't know. I have no idea.
Yeah, because the French founded Milwaukee.
For sure the French. Maybe the Dutch. It wasn't the Italians.
Yeah.
Polish.
Actually, I was going to say there's a lot
I'm-
of brats and German, Polish kind of
Yes.
culture there.
yeah.
Big time. And beer.
Yes, lots of B-E-I-R or
Beer.
B-I-E-R.
Beer.
B-I-E-R. is
Yeah,
what
yeah.
I'm going
I-E-R.
for.
Beer.
Yeah.
It's a beer city.
With their squeaky cheese curds.
I mean, rude.
A little squeaky for me.
Yeah. Nobody likes the squeak.
I'm looking for a moderate squeak, not a heavy squeak.
Oh, I love a heavy squeak.
Do you like styrofoam? Like
No,
finger? Okay.
it's the only thing. Yeah.
We're particular about our squeaks.
Yep.
That's
Especially
fair.
with cheese curds.
That's fair.
Okay, so in high school, where were you thinking, like, you're going through high school, are you like,
You're
I'm
ca-
going to go to college?
Well, hold on. Like, were you a valedictorian? Did you like get in trouble? Did you just kind of just do your thing?
Not valedictorian, but I was like on the honor roll or
Okay.
The
something.
dean's list?
Yeah, dean's list something. So I guess I was okay, but not a valedictorian. No.
Were you,
Are you saying okay because you didn't put much effort into it? Or did you do a lot of effort and you were still okay?
I'd say I tried 7 out of 10. 8.
See,
8 out of
Yeah.
10.
we were going to get a data answer.
Yeah.
you knew it was coming.
I knew it was. I'm
You
like,
knew it was coming.
like I'd be like,
Yeah.
I didn't really try.
yeah. Nah. I'm not gonna-
My effort was 2 standard deviations away from a 7.
Now
So it's
we're
a 5 or a
talking.
9. Oh my gosh. Okay, so we're in high school. Did we do any
Yep.
sports or anything like that?
Played volleyball and ski team.
You played
Volleyball.
volleyball?
Volleyball of all things.
Tell me more. Like, Evie's
I
gonna
didn't
love
really
this.
realize men
There's-
played volleyball.
Rude.
We do or we did. There's a stigma there. It's okay. And I have not played in decades, decade and a half or 2.
Wow.
I have not even like hit one over a net, and I was pretty average, but it was fun. Like we had
yeah.
fun.
Yeah. Volleyball's a fun sport.
Volleyball's a fun sport. Kind of team, 3 hits and over, and then 3 hits and over, and some diving and stuff, and
Yeah. So
knee,
did you?
knee pads.
So you played in a gym?
Yep, indoor.
Yeah. Okay.
Indoor, not beach or anything.
No. That sounds horrible. Sand everywhere.
Yeah,
Okay, so you played.
I was
see-
cut from volleyball.
I was kept from it.
No, you weren't.
Yes,
Are
I was.
Are you serious?
Yeah, in 10th grade.
I had no idea.
Yeah. Like I'm
Really?
literally telling you,
You've been cut from everything.
Oh,
I really
Sarah.
am.
Yeah. You have.
Like choir,
Yeah. Yeah.
volleyball,
Yeah.
a lot of things.
Wow. You're just crushing it over
It
there.
just shows how resilient I am.
It's resilience, an
I
exercise in
just
resilience.
keep getting back up. I'm gonna find my thing eventually.
Dust
My
it off.
word.
Back-
Oh,
right back
yeah.
at it.
That's
Right back at it.
incredible.
Yeah.
All right, so we're just going through high school. Like, we didn't get in any trouble. We were kind of just
Not
well,
much.
pretty well behaved, good
For the most part.
attendance.
Yeah.
Like,
No,
Did
didn't-
any of your siblings misbehave? So you behaved?
We all were relatively well behaved. My older brother was probably the best behaved. Younger sister and I were pretty moderately well behaved.
From the data guy.
Yeah.
From
Well,
the data guy.
moderate,
Moderately
wellish,
well-behaved.
wellish behaved.
Moderate
you
to
know,
mild.
acceptably, acceptably well.
Within
Yeah.
the range.
2 standard
Satisfactory.
deviations.
It's within the channel. You're within the channel.
Yeah.
Oh my word. Oh my word. Okay, so high school, having a good time. Not slanging meth or anything.
No.
Don't like
Will.
squeaky cheese curds.
Nope.
Playing volleyball.
Volleyball.
All right, what was your plan after high school? You're thinking I'm gonna get into data?
No, didn't cross my mind.
Okay.
No. But by the end, well, I guess at the beginning, you always just kind of think college is what your parents did, and just
It's the next step.
it's a next logical step. Although, and it's just an assumed. Although nowadays you hear so much about 2-year trade schools where people
Yeah.
don't really graduate with any debt and they can start making 6 figures pretty quickly
Yeah.
without. Did I mention without $250,000 in debt?
Yeah. Right.
And so, there's a lot of power there, and I think that's fantastic. And college is sure not for everybody. But I had a great time. I'm really glad I went. I learned a ton, made
Where'd
a
you
ton
go?
of friends. McAllister College.
right here in St. Paul.
Over in St. Paul. St. Paul. St. Paul.
You're so punny.
I am very funny.
Why do we keep? So we should probably get this out of the way. Why do we keep bringing up data? Because what do you do now, and why do we keep referencing that?
Yes. So now I am the director of research for the Minneapolis Area Realtors Association. So we're the board that deals with that has every agent, well, not every agent, about half the agents in the metro as our members.
Mm-hmm.
So we have about 10,000 agents, really proud to be doing what we're doing. We do government affairs work. We do a lot of research. We've got a foundation. We do programming and education, as you guys know.
Yeah.
And we're all over the place, and we're excited to have the impact that we've been having.
All right.
Yeah.
That was a good pitch.
You like that pitch?
Oh, that should just be
Carrie
like.
will be very proud.
Yeah, Carrie J. We'll send just that segment to her.
Just that bit.
Yeah, nothing else.
Yeah.
She's actually agreed to come on the podcast.
Did she really?
Yeah.
She's fantastic.
Oh gosh, she's amazing.
She's fantastic. She's so on it. I mean, she doesn't miss a detail. She hit the ground running. She's made a lot of transformational changes.
Yeah.
And the passion with the outdoor renovation project now, the indoor renovation.
Yeah.
I mean, she's just, and the goodwill stuff. I mean, goodwill. I mean, she invests in, she's invested in a building or two with the idea of keeping it affordable and keeping people in place. And so she really lives personally and professionally these values.
Yeah.
And so it's great to see.
And for those of you who don't know, Carrie Chang is the CEO of our board of the company that you work for.
Yep, and I'm not just
Mar.
saying nice things about her because she's my CEO, because she's genuinely a good person.
Yeah.
And I think we
weird.
forgot to say she's pretty funny.
She's funny. She's personable. She's like casual and informal, and you can just joke with her, and she'll tell you how it is. She will.
She's very politely can like kind of tell you no, and like I've heard her very politely say that she was mad at something or someone, and I was like, oh, okay, but
and a lot of nice words, and kind of we get the message across, but not so direct and harsh. And that takes diplomacy.
But not sugarcoating.
Not sugarcoating, but in a diplomatic,
fair,
positive, in that kind of way, in a way that's driven toward improvement and caring.
All right, we're bringing it back to college.
Enough about Carrie.
So now we're in St. Small at McAllister.
1600 Grand Avenue, right at the corner of Snelling and Grand.
Yeah.
Love it.
And so
How did you pick McAllister?
Good question.
I mean, there's only so many that let a guy like me in.
Okay.
No, I'm just
No,
kidding.
that's not just because McAllister's not a everybody in type school.
No, it was somewhat selective. I did get waitlisted at Carleton.
Oh, okay.
I'll say
The School of Business, nice.
No, in Northfield.
Did I say Carlson? Carleton.
Oh, Carleton. Oh, darn it.
Carleton.
Oh,
Carleton College.
the Harvard of the Midwest area.
Yeah, that's what they call it, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah,
they really do. Like
Yeah, they do.
Carleton's like a
Oh, it's legit.
pretty Ivy League school.
It is. It
For
is.
sure.
So I got waitlisted there because was good but not good enough, and that's okay. And so then 4 years at McAllister was great. Learned a ton.
But how did you pick it though?
How did I pick it? I know I wanted an urban setting. I know I didn't. The
Which is
waitlist
not
thing,
Carleton.
which is the opposite of Carleton. Which is the opposite. It's a beautiful campus with water features and everything, and it's great.
Yeah.
But it is not in a city. And so I wanted that urban environment. Even though I didn't grow up in a city proper, I've always liked cities. Just the history of it, the economy, the geography of it, the different housing types and building types and different people types in cities was always really cool and neat to me.
Yeah.
So I wanted to be in that setting, and that was the fit.
Very cool.
It was a friend of my mom's. What was her name? Sharon? I can't remember. And she was the one that recommended I apply. It was not even on my radar at all.
Really?
And she's like, I think you'd like this. You guys should go up for a visit. Visited, fell in love with it. Honestly,
It was the
Wow.
right school.
it really did feel like right. And I'm not a cheesy like you'll know it when it's right guy. But like,
But when you know, you're like,
When you know,
when
This
you,
is
when you
true.
know, you know.
that
And
happened to me with college, and that happened to me with Will.
I know you say, yeah, with this guy.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you just know.
You
rude.
just know.
Do you still know though?
Yeah.
That's
Thanks for coming, buddy.
Of course.
Get the hell out.
Doors there. Don't let it hit you. Of course. You guys are fantastic.
Okay, so
And what a team you've built and your accomplishments. But we're not here. Okay.
No, we're not here
okay,
talking about us. But
okay,
thank you. I
okay.
do. It's a compliment
of
when somebody gives
course.
you thank you. So I appreciate
Of
that.
course.
All right.
so
So
McAllister.
Yeah.
McAllister, yep.
So 4 years here.
So 4 years at Mac in St. Paul.
And like, were you involved in student life? Were you involved in like government? How did you get into statistics?
There was a photography club that I was involved with, who did some just photography.
Yeah.
Photography.
And there was a dark room where we shot some old 35 millimeter
Yes.
actual film and
Oh, wow.
developed film. which I did in high school too. I took 2 photography classes in high school. Dad was a huge camera bug.
Oh, really?
Owned 100 cameras, some from like the late 1800s, and he's just a big camera guy.
Wow. See, this is the stuff that we love to learn.
Cameras, watches, and bicycles.
Really?
Okay.
My dad owns 100 bicycles.
No, he does not.
Yes, he does, including some high wheelers from the 1860s.
Oh, like the big wheel with the pedals?
Huge wheel, no gears.
Where do you store 100 bicycles?
Mostly in his basement. And that's all you have down there. And it's a
And
bicycle
that's
basement,
it.
and that's pretty much all you get. You take the
my
furnace and
gosh.
water heater out. We need bikes.
Yeah, we don't need none of
No,
that.
He loves it though. I mean, road bikes, mountain bikes, tandems. He has a tandem recumbent,
Really?
a two sit down. So tandem, but a sit down bike where you pedal kind of in
Yes.
front. Yeah, it's
Get out.
no, and it just takes the pressure off your shoulders and people who have back pain, and so.
So did
it's-
he and your mom tootle around and they were,
Oh, my mom hated biking.
oh.
Hated skiing. Hated biking. It's partly why they're no longer together.
Oh, there we go.
Partly why.
You won't bike with me?
Hey, you know what they say? Better to sever than to hate. That we had 33
I've
great
never
years.
heard that
Hey,
line.
Everything was good. They're very amicable. I mean, they both come up here. They came here for the twins' first birthday.
Yeah.
They're laughing and talking and having wine. I mean, it's totally fine.
That's awesome.
But sometimes you grow apart from people, and
Yeah.
sometimes we fall out of love, like we fall in love, and that's okay.
Wow. We're going deep all of a sudden here.
Whoa.
We're not even through college yet.
No,
and all
yeah,
of a
we're not
sudden,
through college.
Yeah.
No, so yeah, folks split about 10 years ago, and they're great. I mean, they love coming up. They love seeing the kids, and they're still enjoying what they do in Milwaukee.
Very cool.
My mom, I don't know that she'll ever give up teaching. It's
Okay, question. Since your mom taught Spanish.
Yep.
Do you speak
Habla
Spanish?
español.
You don't speak Spanish?
Not really. No,
Really?
I really don't. I picked up a few words like the nosotros stuff, and a little bit.
Hola.
Yes, I know that one. Agua,
Do you know some
manos,
curse words?
dinero. Not really.
Okay. If you did, would you actually say them right now?
Probably not. But my mom's not teaching kids that. Hopefully, hopefully.
Oh, that's
But
fantastic.
yeah, she just loves it. I don't know what it is. Seeing that aha moment on a kid's face when they digest and internalize
Yeah.
something, and it's like the lesson sticks. And
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, language
she
opens
loves
up
it.
a whole world. So
Completely.
especially if she's teaching ESL students, it's like because of learning that language, like anxiety can drop.
Oh my God.
They can connect
Yeah.
more with people.
Your opportunities for a lifetime.
Yes.
I mean, yeah,
It's just being able to communicate and connect with somebody
just
else.
on a basic level,
Yeah.
just living life and
Yeah.
being in a country and being productive and being a good person.
That's
Okay,
super cool.
so
Yeah.
let's go back to McAllister.
Yep.
You're in the black room, dark room,
We're in the dark room,
whatever it's called,
developing photos.
developing photos. We still don't know how you picked your major.
Yeah. What was your major?
What were the majors? So the majors were urban geography and international political science.
Really?
So it was kind of two.
What's up with poli-sci?
Poli-sci.
International poli-sci.
Yeah.
Kind of an international bend.
Okay. Maybe you can actually tell me, because Sarah's like, oh, people who have poli-sci go into law and stuff like
Poli-sci.
that. So what the hell do you do with it? Not only a poli-science to political science degree, an international one.
With international.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean you can flip burgers with it.
Yeah.
You can drive Amazon. You can drive Amazon vans.
I mean, David Arbit for the win.
I mean, I'm mostly kidding. Mostly.
You can go to law school.
No,
Oh
yeah,
my
you can go to
gosh.
law school. You can work on campaigns.
Yeah.
You can teach. People teach a lot. Probably have to go onto the PhD to really teach and be serious about it. But any number of things, but it's a liberal arts college, and so you're not only training scientists and engineers like an MIT or whatever.
Yeah.
So it's unique in that way. And then the urban geography side was much more related to what I do now in terms of researching housing markets, looking at rates, and I didn't look much at rates or the Fed back then.
Right.
Now it matters a lot, especially nowadays. But that was just more about just cities and people and housings and economies and businesses and how all of those things interact with the built form, with the urban form, with infrastructure. And just thinking about a lot of different kinds of development, mixed use development, different kinds of neighborhood development. a lot of sociological stuff and helping make investments. And actually, we did this when I worked at CPED, the Community Planning and Economic Development Agency for the city of Minneapolis, where we literally did economic development. So it's about attracting businesses here. It's about keeping businesses here. It's about investing in our workforce, our people. Like, are we making those investments to train people and help them be better and have jobs? And I think we used to more than we do now.
I can see that he's
Very
obviously
passionate
slightly
about this.
I am passionate about
slightly passionate about this.
I am.
At what age were you just like, oh, I really give a shit about this stuff? Like, this is important. I'm smart enough to do this. I'm good enough to do this, and this is what I want to do.
Gosh darn it.
Gosh darn it, people like me. Yeah.
Some of them sometimes.
Yeah.
When, that side really sparked my first year or two of college.
Okay.
And so I took an urban studies and urban geography course, one taught by former Mayor George Latimer, former mayor of St. Paul. He would call those the golden years of St. Paul.
When he was the mayor.
Yeah, was it 71 to 80 or 80 to 89? I can't remember. Don't quote me on that. I really should remember that. I think it was the 70s. Anyway, so he's kind of getting up there, and he was amazing and totally ignited a passion for cities and people and businesses who make them work and happen, and markets and all of it.
Wow.
The real estate part of it, all of it.
Okay, so you're going to a 4-year school. You're
I
getting.
just think, like, sorry, Will, I'm going to interrupt you
Oh,
for a second.
yeah, please.
But it's like, you think about how impactful those classes were. Like, what if you hadn't had those classes? I just think about, like, college and how things kind of go into place. Like, that's really cool that you had those experiences in those classes, because you're impacting thousands and thousands and thousands of lives because this is your passion.
Yeah.
No pressure.
Yeah, no pressure at all. Yeah. Stakes are low.
yeah.
Stakes are low. All right, I'll throw a joke in. There was someone walked into the butcher shop and says to the butcher, he says, "I'll bet you $100 you can't reach the ribeyes on the top shelf." Butcher says, "I won't take the bet. The stakes are too high." I'm sorry, I had to throw it out there.
How do you?
I'm sorry. I'm a dad now. Dad jokes.
Will's going to remember this one.
That is a good one.
The stakes are too high.
I do
I'm
like
not gonna
that
take
one.
the bet.
Stakes are too high.
Anywho,
So now you're wrapping up at McAllister.
Yep.
Your first job out of school is
Yeah. What did you like? Were you like how good were you when you graduated? Tell us.
not summa cum laude, or what's the other one? Magna cum laude.
I don't even know what those mean, to be honest.
It means you're super
Smart.
ultra smart and like best, top of the top.
Wasn't Fisher one of those?
probably.
Yeah.
Fisher.
All right. Ryan Fisher.
Ryan
yeah.
Fisher?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
We interview people on this.
I
You might-
imagine.
I mean,
Crazy.
we've only got like 60, 70 episodes. So
No,
think-
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah, yeah.
45.
45. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
It's a good number.
All right.
We've done one a week since last November, but we've missed 3.
One a week, only missed 3. That's not bad. That's like a
I
year.
mean, when you think about on the average, we're percentage-wise, we're doing pretty well.
But the median, don't be mean. What about the median?
The median is 1 a week. Yes.
the median, yeah.
Don't be mean.
You got 5 months supply of podcasts. 6 months.
And we can talk in statistics.
I can go for days. I can go for days with
all
it.
the real estate people who listen to this are going to be like, this is the best podcast ever.
I hope so.
And the other 3 people are going to be like, this is stupid.
The heck is this guy
Okay,
saying?
so quick question. I'm dying to know, because
Yeah.
it is my question. How did you meet your wife?
Hold on. I mean, was it in
that
college?
No. So I went straight to grad school to get my master's.
Oh, okay.
Oh, cool.
So I went to the Hubert H. Humphrey Institute at the U, right between the Mondale and Carlson schools.
Okay, yeah, Carlson, not Carlson.
So there's
Yeah.
Carlson, yeah. We had the old red brick building from the 50s or 60s or something, and they had the brand new glass and steel,
Beautiful.
beautiful, stunning, paid for by Cargill or Medtronic or
course.
whatever, General Mills, whoever.
Yeah.
And so went right to grad school and met my wife Cynthia in grad school. We met in our
First year?
in our master's program. My second year, her first year, actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
Robbing the
And where
cradle a
did
little
she
bit.
go to- where did she go to college?
She's actually a year older than me.
Oh,
She's a
okay.
year older. She went to Emory. She got her undergrad
Okay.
at Emory.
And then wound up at the U.
So she was born and raised in Apple Valley. And so she went down there and then she went down there and then to LA for a year. She nannied for
She had like a gap year. Like
she had a little bit of a gap.
Okay.
Like post undergrad
Yep.
gap year.
Yep.
Mhm.
Exactly. exactly. And so she met in our program, and now what's she doing? Or sorry, next question.
Yeah. What?
Yeah.
She, what does she do now?
Yeah. No. Okay.
So-
So you, in
Yep.
what degree was she going for? What were you going
So
for?
we both got the Masters of City and Regional Planning. Sometimes
you
it's
both
called
did.
Masters in Urban and Regional Planning.
Wow.
So it's just a city planning degree, but it's really about the emphasis. It's what's your
Yes.
emphasis.
okay.
So my emphasis was like housing and economic development. Hers was more community development, and there was transportation planning. There's environmental planning. What else? Couple other kind of focal areas, and so she now works for Minnesota Housing. So she works for the state
Oh wow.
housing
Okay.
agency.
Very cool.
Yeah, doing some grant work. They got like a HUD grant to spearhead some new programs and stuff, trying to get people off the wait list and into housing. But she also does compliance work where she sniffs out FWA, fraud, waste, and abuse in the system. So she audits files. So she's audited tens of thousands of people's, applications and stuff. And I think she's found like 2 or 3 instances of like questionable stuff.
Well, that's good to
So
know.
it is really good to know. I mean,
Yeah.
so is it out there? Yes. Is it a major thing? It's
Probably
It's
not.
pretty small.
Probably not.
It's pretty small. So she likes what she does. She's full remote from home. We're still hybrid, so she likes to work from home, and I do too on my 2
Some
days.
people do.
Some do.
Like to work from home.
some don't.
I prefer not to work from home.
Yeah,
I would
hard
prefer.
pass.
I'd prefer full time from home.
You would?
Remember, I mean, unless I'm out there teaching a class or doing a market update, most of my work is Excel or making slide decks or doing
That's true.
Outlook. So a lot of it is kind of that desk work. Who came by our office the other day and they're like, "It's the David Arbit." Yeah, it's just me. It says it on my door. I'm like, it's just me. It's just me. And they're like, "Whew, you're famous." I'm like, what do you mean? I'm literally here working on my expense report. I'm here in
Riveting.
Google. Yeah, like,
yeah. So good.
yeah, what's like the 12 miles I drove so like I can get reimbursed for like my work trip, and I'm just doing my expense report. And they're like, "You're doing an expense report?" I'm just on staff. I'm just an employee. Sometimes I go out and teach stuff and show people charts, but I'm just an employee. I'm just on staff.
All right. So that where was your
He's
first?
downplaying his
I'm
massive
not. I'm
knowledge.
Yeah.
not. We're all
So-
a team. Same.
So where
Okay,
was
things.
where
so
was your
you-
first date? I want to know the first
Oh,
date.
Yes.
The
good
first
idea.
date.
Ooh, Tracy's in Longfellow.
Really?
That's it. Tracy's with the wooden tokens. Do you
Yeah.
guys remember the tokens?
Yeah. And
Yep.
they had like bingo or something on like Wednesday nights or trivia.
They had trivia. I
Yeah.
know they had trivia. I don't think they had that
Is
night.
it on like 22nd? What was the street on that?
It was just off Franklin.
Yeah. I know
Is
exactly.
it gone now or something?
I have no idea. Is it?
Honestly, like I haven't been there since my 20s, but
Yeah,
it was
same.
like a weekly thing.
It was
So,
yeah.
so
it was
there's
cool.
a lot of people in their 20s there.
A lot of people. I
Yeah.
suppose, yeah.
Yeah.
We do Grumpy's too on Washington a bit.
Yep.
Remember, I live downtown.
That
I
one's
live-
gone.
That's gone for sure.
Yeah.
What about Maxwell's? Just
Oh
up
yeah,
the
that's
street.
there.
That's
I had
there.
my 30th birthday there.
Maxwell's is nice.
Yeah.
Did they have a fire? I thought they had a fire.
It's still there.
It's still there.
Yeah.
Because I remember the fire department sprayed them. It was winter, and they sprayed the whole building down. Whole thing froze over. It was like a
Whoops.
waterfall frozen to a building.
Nice.
Because the fire was like on a minus
So
30.
you lived downtown.
Oh, yeah.
Where'd
I
you live?
I loved it. I lived just across from Al Franken's townhouse. He's at Grant Park.
Oh,
Or sorry,
yeah.
Grant Park.
Grant Park.
I have no idea.
Grant Park. So just
We've been
off
there, Will.
the 11th
Nice.
exit
Yep.
onto Grant
Off of
Street.
35 Dub.
Exactly. Yep.
Yep.
So I was right there. I loved it. I miss it. If I didn't have kids, I would love living downtown.
Where do you live now?
So we're just off France and American down in.
Bloomington.
I've heard someone called it PWB. Prestigious West Bloomington.
Oh,
Trust me, it's not that prestigious.
No, prestigious West
So
Bloomington.
you're down by like the Lifetime.
So we're down by the Ortho Tria Center and Bell
Yes.
Bank and there's a Sonic
like-
and a Target.
You're
and
like waving at Edina.
Do you know?
yeah, we're right on the Edina
Like, hey.
Richfield Bloomington border.
Yep.
We
Do you
are
know what people on podcasts love?
What?
When we talk about local streets, and this
Riveting.
is such a Minnesota thing.
It
You're
Okay.
like,
is,
oh
it
yeah,
So I have a
oh,
question.
It is.
oh
yeah.
yeah.
So you and your wife are in class together, right?
Mhm.
So how long before you're like,
Who
or
made the
Yeah, like who
move?
made the move? Like all those things.
Oh.
Take us back.
In the year 2000 something.
In the year 2000.
yes. Yes. Yeah.
Is that Fallon? Jimmy Fallon? Or,
Conan,
Conan, thank you.
Yeah.
In the year 2000. Let's see.
you're the first person to get that reference.
Oh, I got you.
Thank you.
I had
The
no
good days.
idea.
I watched Leno and Letterman late night, and oh yeah, my dad would. Oh sure, I
Yeah.
like all that stuff. Let's see, how did that unfold? Hey, I think I made the move. I'm pretty sure I made the move first, and I invited her to Tracy's
right.
on a night, and she said she thought she made a friend, and then I went in for the kiss.
Oh.
At the end of the night, and she's like, oh, okay, this is not going to be a friend thing. Somehow I tricked her and I convinced her to stay with me, and that was 12 years ago.
Well, you had a 50-50
Nice.
chance of making it happen.
It was about 50-50. Well, it wouldn't, that's giving the that's way too generous of odds.
Really?
Talking to the numbers guy over here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I lucked out. She had an unfortunate situation and still does, but I really lucked out.
I was like, what's the situation? Oh, it's
You're looking
you.
at him. You're looking
David,
at him.
it's
Yeah,
you.
yeah,
Okay.
it's you. Okay.
Fair.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah,
Fair.
yeah,
Man. All right. So cool.
So then, how long ago, or how long did you date?
Long time. Like 9 years.
No way.
Oh, you just
Yep.
got married then? 3 years ago.
2018.
That's 4 years ago.
Yeah,
It
it's
depends
close
on
enough.
when-
Yeah,
but
yeah.
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 Okay, I have to ask, why so long?
I don't know. We just weren't in a hurry, and it was.
It was working.
We were both totally okay with it. I mean, and if she wasn't, she would have made it known, and if I wasn't, I'd have made it known, and we were okay, and everything was good, and everything's good now. But
Yeah.
now there's rings that I'm not wearing.
Oh.
Because no, come on.
Cynthia.
Actually, you know, it's funny. It's funny. Working from home, we switched to silicone rings, and then I
Yeah.
lost that silicone band.
Mhm.
But then I don't want to put the big one back on. I'm
Yeah.
gonna lose it, or it's not comfortable on the finger. I don't know. But
Okay, so where did you get married?
we love each other. Actually,
Hold on. Okay, you just skipped 8 years. We went from dating to marriage.
Let's-
Marriage?
And then the baby
Marriage
carriage,
and baby carriage.
No,
and that's coming soon.
no. Back it up like a Tonka truck.
Buttercup.
Oh, like back it up, Buttercup? No. All right. So your second year, because a master's is 4 years typically.
2.
Just
two.
two for
Okay.
this.
So when you get your degree, your master's in urban
And regional planning.
regional planning, cool.
Yep.
Where like how like are you flipping burgers like you
No,
know like
no.
like
Delivering Amazon.
No,
Yeah.
no. Let's see. So I had an internship my second year of my master's program at CPED, at the Community Planning and Economic Development Agency, the economic development arm of the city of Minneapolis, and they got funding to extend it. And so I was I was on staff. I was an employee, I believe, for it's like a 1 year internship, and then I think I was only there 2.5 or 3 years ish.
okay.
Wait a sec. Nope. 1.5 or 2 after that. And I actually went from research, believe it or not, into the business development department.
Really?
I actually moved out of the research division at the city.
That's a shame.
I know it.
Yeah.
And it feels weird saying it. And I guess I never really reflected on how strange that is, given what I do now.
Yeah. Did you choose to do that, or did they choose that for you?
I chose.
Okay.
I chose that. I was still doing numbers, you know, and a lot of that stuff. It's just that I shifted from working with a lot of like the census data and other like internal city stuff to more working with like say DEED, the Department of Employment and Department of Employment and Economic Development, head by Steve Hines, not Steve Hines.
Nobody's
Steve
gonna know the
someone.
name
Anyway,
besides you.
he's
Yeah.
a good guy. I met him a couple times.
Yeah.
Real sharp, sweet guy. And so the work wasn't that different. The focus and the audience, and I guess the stakeholders were a little bit different. Actually, in those days, I worked with Andy Carlson, who's now a state representative for 49A, 50B. I can't remember, but he and I used to just joke, and I remember he told this story. I made fun of him one time in the lunchroom because he had like a Mickey Mouse lunchbox, and it had like PBJ with like the crust cut off and goldfish.
No. Are you serious?
I'm completely serious. And I said, Andy, what's up with the lunch? And he goes, look, I got 3 kids, so my wife literally just makes a 4th lunch for me. She goes down the
Smart
assembly
wife.
line. Yeah, she's like, just do the same darn thing. It's easier. I don't have to think about who gets what. It's just
That's fair.
Nobody's gonna get the wrong.
no one's gonna get the wrong thing. He likes PBJ without crust. So
I mean, if you're going to have a PBJ, a crustless one is the way to go.
it might as well be crustless.
I disagree.
Okay, question for you.
disagree.
I like the crunchy crust
I like
sometimes.
the crust,
like
and
the
I like
crust.
crunchy peanut butter.
But I have a question.
Wrong.
What?
Creamy and pulp juice. Creamy PB and all the pulp in the OJ.
Oh, I like medium pulp, and I do like crunchy.
This
Okay.
podcast is over.
This just took a
these,
nosedive.
These are things that we could not come to terms on.
Yeah. Colgate or Crest?
Crest.
I don't know. What should I-
Energizer or Duracell?
Energizer.
Amazon.
Amazon's choice.
Amazon Basics, yeah.
Amazon Basics.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I go through a lot of batteries.
yeah fair enough.
Yeah.
I can
Okay,
see
but
that.
here's my question. Because I've seen you in a professional setting for so long, where did you learn how to public speak? Because you do public speaking very well to large crowds that can ask questions really
Yeah.
from anywhere.
Yeah, that really range of topics.
Yeah.
Phenomenal question. I don't think I've ever been asked that. Where did
Huh.
you learn? I don't have an answer. I have no idea. On the job, I learned to fly the plane while I was building it,
Okay.
or I built the plane
'Cause
while I was flying
It's
it.
really
Yeah,
actually
either
a
or, yeah.
skill.
Yeah, either way.
Yeah.
Say it again.
It's a skill.
It is a skill.
When you really
I
think about
guess.
public speaking, the way
I
you can
guess.
control a crowd, because we just saw you control a big crowd. Was that 2 weeks ago at what was that place? It was
Hutton House, right? At the podcast
Yeah,
thing.
but you kept them.
Oh, yeah,
You
yeah.
kept people engaged,
Yeah, I guess.
talking about data.
Talking about data. Make it personable, make it relatable, and tell a story with it, and don't just say 1.8 months of supply.
Right.
It's like you can be a drone with it if you want to be. And you guys know, I'll pause and state facts and say this is important,
Mhm.
but like there's more to it than that, and I
Mhm.
think you gotta try to have fun with it. You have to have fun graphics, and you have to make sense of the graphs and charts, but speak like a human. Just
Mhm.
treat people like humans, and not everyone is as passionate and open to math as others are, and let's just name that and respect that.
Yeah.
And it's not that prices were up 5.7% to to an all-time high. It's that prices are rising. What does that mean for your sellers? What does that mean for your buyers? What do higher rates mean for your clients? And making it practical in that way,
Mhm.
and not just about the what's happening, but the why is it happening, and the how come, or excuse me, why should I care?
Yeah, like how does this affect
What's
me?
in it for me? The whiffle. I like it. The
Mhm.
whiffle.
Yeah,
What's in it for the listener?
Or the listener,
Oh.
not
Or
the
the-
with them. What's
what's-
in it for me?
What's in it? Whiff 'em.
Whiff 'em.
Whiff 'em. What's in it for me, and what's in it for the listener? Or whiffa. What's in it for the audience?
Yeah. Well, I love the fact that you. I mean, even if you weren't funny, but you are, you're just naturally witty. Your passion definitely shows through when you're up there talking about these things. Like you
I've heard.
really love this nerdy shit, and I do too.
I know you
I
do.
100% am in this with you. And when I say nerdy shit, that's not an insult. Like when I
No.
say hippie shit, that's a compliment. When I say nerdy shit, that's a compliment because I'm all about that stuff.
Well,
so.
yeah, and we live and breathe it. And I mean,
Yeah.
I'll just go on the record here and say, I mean, Will and Sarah and your team is, I mean, they're so far above average when it comes to understanding the stats, using the stats, caring about the stats.
Mm.
Take a step back, knowing where to access the stats, how to click on the stats. Sounds
you.
simple, but people are like, what? These are just on mplsrealtor.com, and I don't mean to do
All
a pitch.
of this is accessible.
It's accessible.
Mhm.
Everybody. We
Yeah.
take 25 cents a month out of everybody's dues to pay for the reports, and like use the reports,
Mhm.
use them. And so I still think there's an awareness crisis, but I am passionate about it, and I love getting the word out. And it's about helping our members and helping agents. Number one,
Yeah.
no doubt, just in case anyone's listening. But the personal, for me, it's personally about the people beyond our members. It's the humans. It's the people.
Yes.
It's the people in the community.
Absolutely.
It's the aspiring
Absolutely.
homeowners, and that's
Mhm.
why you guys do it too.
Mhm.
It's about the people. It's about closing the homeownership gap.
Yeah.
It's about investing in something. It's about
creating strong communities, and
creating communities
strong cities.
and strong cities and generational wealth,
Mhm.
and lifting ourselves up into better situations. And yeah, it's about the value of homeownership, of owning something, of improving yourself and your situation and your financial picture, and putting down roots. And it's beyond that. And the 99.7% of original list price,
Yeah.
in 17 average cumulative days on market, that's
Yeah.
well and good.
Yep.
But what does it mean for the people? How do I counsel my clients on that, and how will that inform their decision making to help them reach their goals?
I think you should, definitely do some more learning because I don't know if he knows enough about this.
Some learning.
Yeah.
I got a lot of learning to do.
But
Do
I
you
do
do
have
your
a
learning?
question
We
for
all
you.
do.
Like, where do you want to go? Like, do you want to retire
Well,
from
can I ask a
Mar?
question? Can I ask a
Ooh.
question before I do want to talk about my? No, you can't leave.
I can't leave.
I'm on the board. I will not accept your resignation. I'm on the board of directors. I don't know if I have that power. I'm pretty sure I don't. Carrie Chang's like, no, William.
You have to look at the bylaws.
You have zero power.
But I mean, like when you think about like successioning, like
Well,
careers, like
Oh, I want to. Oh, this is on camera. People can now see. Can I zoom into you there? People can now see that this is real. How did we get? Let's start. How did we get to Mar? And
Yeah.
then let's start there. And then I do want to talk about Mar and David's role there. Please.
Sure.
Is that okay, babe?
And then I'll go into.
sure will.
You can't kill me because it's on camera.
There's witnesses. There's too many witnesses. Careful. Honestly, I landed at Mar in a weird way. I applied cold to a position for a research coordinator with 10K research and marketing. I don't know if you guys remember that.
Yep.
It was 10K research and marketing, and they built The Thing, which was the predecessor to InfoSparks, if you guys recall. It
that was
kind of
probably like right around the time
that
we
was
started.
yeah. I didn't get into
That was probably-
InfoSparks until about 4 or 5 years ago.
Okay, that's probably about right. Yeah. And when did we launch that? Like 2011 or 12, and then InfoSparks I think was 2013ish.
And I got in 15, and I got really into data about 17.
Okay. Yep. Then that makes sense. That tracks with my memory too.
Probably after a David Arbit.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Session.
Well, you're one of the people.
Sorry.
You're one of the people that, and I jokingly say this, but I'm dead serious. Hold on. I burped. Yeah, I got the fan blowing it.
Right toward
Is
us.
it a stinky one too?
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Gosh.
I'll tell you in about half a second.
Yeah. So no, I jokingly say, and
We
I'm
were
not
all
joking.
breathing in. We were
Yeah,
all waiting.
We're all waiting. When there are people that I find that I want to hang out with, like I want to get to know, I just kind of stalk them. Like I kind of force myself into their lives, and I do this with. I've done it with several people, in all different
Mine.
industries.
Yep, mine.
Well, not even close, but all right.
Kind of, sort of, maybe. No.
Yeah. But you're one of those people, because I'm like, the first time I heard you speak, I made it very apparent that I was going to find you on Facebook, and I was like, and I'm just like this because this person is talking at a level that I want to get to. You know, I'm always going to aspire to get to that level.
Sure.
'Cause this is what you do full time, like you're all
Yeah.
into it. But if I can speak intelligently on the same subjects, that's who I'm going to learn from. You're who I'm going to learn from. So you're one of those people, and I can't
I'm
remember.
honored.
Yeah, yeah. Well, thank you, and you're welcome.
Yeah. I
But
am.
okay, so sorry, what was the question?
Well, I was just wondering, like, when you think about, like, now you're the director of, what's the title?
A research director, director of research.
There we go, director of research.
Yep.
Like, what's next after director of research? Because you can be in that space, but it's like, I don't know. I just don't see you just staying not stagnant.
I don't want to stagnate. I mean, my role evolves every day, every year. It's something different. The market is different. I
Yeah.
mean, the way we talk about stuff, the people we present to. A couple years ago, the legislature needed us to do this affordability, update. Come testify on what's happening with housing affordability.
Yep.
And it's like, because that was such an issue. Even more of an issue now,
Just a little bit.
given rates popping from 2.7 to 6 1/3 or so.
7.7
On some FHA.
I heard 7 1/4 the other day. I didn't think we were in the sevens yet.
I had a client last
Yeah.
week lock in at 7.75.
Oh, we just saw Zach on the camera. You didn't duck low enough, buddy.
7 3/4. The
Yeah.
long term, the 50-year average on the 30-year fixed is about 8. So
Yeah.
that's just about an average.
And that was locked last Monday.
Wow, over 7.5. All right, that's high. Anyway, geeking out on housing stats.
I didn't even know that.
Mhm.
That-
Oh wow.
That's high.
Yeah.
I don't want to see 8s in front of everything. I don't want to see 8s.
Nope.
Whew,
Nope.
That's heavy.
Yep.
5s is one thing. 6s is another. 7s is okay.
Yeah.
All right, we're getting up there. Anyway,
Yeah.
wait till recession. The Fed will lower them all again. It'll be
There you go.
it'll be fine.
Yeah. I mean,
It's like the
It'll-
stock market, though. Like, you just have to wait it out
you just wait it out.
and refi. Or wait it, to me, that's what I would do.
Yeah, what do they say? You marry
Date
the
the-
house,
I-
marry the house, date the rate. I love
hate
that.
Oh, I
You
hate
hate
that.
it?
Oh,
You marry the
dude.
house.
Dude, I hate that saying
Get
so
the
much.
house. If rates rise, you got a low rate.
Right. No,
If rates fall, refinance.
the
to a better
reason
rate.
the reason I dislike that saying is because people use that to explain what's going on. And
Oh.
so they're just like, well, what's going on in the market? Oh, don't worry about it. You,
Don't
you,
worry.
you date the mortgage, you marry the house.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what the hell? That's
Yeah.
one of the most bullshit answers I've ever heard in my life. Now, if you want to use that at the end of like an explanation, be like, so what's going on right here? Here's the 10-year treasury yield. Here's this, here's this, here's this. And just to kind of put that all together, here's a simple way to think of it.
Yeah.
Well, but I do think there's a way to like also guide people in so that they know their options.
Absolutely.
That
Yeah.
it's not just the rate. There's so many other factors, and like for me, I would be like, don't buy down the rate right now because more than likely you're
No.
going to refinance.
No.
I
Don't
think
lose
so.
that money.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'd think so. I agree. So
All right, let's go
Sorry.
back to we
back,
went
back to the original.
There's no way there was no way we're not going to go on a couple tangents.
Yeah, it's gonna happen.
It's going to happen.
bound to happen with this crew and these
Yes.
topics.
Yes.
So no, I don't want to stagnate. I don't feel like I am. Every day really is different. Some days it's teaching a class. Another day it's doing a market update. Another day it's testifying to the legislature. Another day it's doing an outline or writing a press release or doing planning or budgeting or at a press conference or talking with Jim Bukta on the Star Tribune about
Yes.
what
Oh,
the
yeah,
heck
Jim.
what the heck is happening here.
Yeah.
So every day really is different. And that's honestly what I love. If I had to live every day just buried in Excel,
Yep.
Oh.
just I change it up because I think this is uncommon of research types, but I'm a people person.
Yeah.
I'm totally an extroverted people person.
Absolutely very rare.
And I think it's pretty rare. And that's not talking to myself. In fact, I bet the best researchers are introverts because they just want to sit and do their research.
yeah.
And I do too, but there has to be that human connection.
Have you ever taken the DISC profile?
Oh yeah.
What are you?
Or wait, is that Myers-Briggs and DISC? I'm ENTJ. Does that sound right?
That's Myers.
Yeah, that's
Briggs.
Sorry, that's
Myers-Briggs.
Myers.
This would be DISC.
C.
I'm a campaigner and I can't remember.
I mean,
There's like
there's
16
I feel like it's like a
archetypes.
CI
which is my nightmare.
and like your best friend.
Yeah, I love the guy. yeah.
Ditto.
Yeah.
I don't know. I should take it again. I've taken some of that stuff a bunch of times, and it's a little bit different each time. Honestly,
it evolves.
it evolves, and
Yeah.
sometimes what is like turbulent versus assertive, on the
There's adaptive and there's your normal and adaptive. Yeah, there's a whole bunch
that
of
kind
different
of
things
stuff.
with
There's
that,
a whole
yeah.
bunch, and I think it's like the mood you're in. Like,
Yeah.
how do you act at a party? Well, sometimes you want to jam out until 1 a.m, and other times you're like, it's 8:30 p.m. Dinner's over. Can we get out of here?
Yeah, I'm
is
done.
Is it okay to leave?
I'm
And
done.
so,
Okay, I do have questions.
anywho,
Can I ask some more questions?
I don't want to stagnate.
Yeah.
Every day's different. I would be okay retiring at Mar, but I'm not positive that I will. But I love where I work. I really do.
Yeah.
One thing I've been thinking about more and more is starting my own thing. I want to be. I think I have an entrepreneurial bug in me.
Yeah.
Where I and don't forget I spent 5 years in the startup world. I spent 5 worlds. So scrappy, kind of making it work. If you got to be there till midnight, then that's how long you got to be there.
Yeah.
But you can take off on a Friday, if it works. And just building something from nothing on my own, maybe, and maybe some consulting. I don't know.
I love it.
Yeah, but others have said, why don't you look at the big banks? They need, researchers. Why don't apply to? I don't want to work for Wells Fargo or U.S. Bank.
No.
Nothing
I think
against
that
them or their
gets you
shareholders.
further away from the community. Where
Yeah.
Totally agreed.
Yeah.
like
Totally agreed.
you're like community focused, and
Such a
it's
good
like,
point.
like I just
You'd
think
be anonymous.
yeah.
Right.
You'd be a cog in a wheel, a spoke, and
Yeah.
you'd be anonymous.
And you would lose the direct connection that you have now to people like Sarah and myself.
I think so.
And you would lose the ability to
so.
do stuff like this, I think.
And don't forget nonprofit. I mean, we partner with, Habitat. I mean, you guys know better than I do. And it's not just on the foundation side where we do grants and we help people get into better situations, but, Aon, Simpson Housing,
Yes.
what is it, Hope and Project for Pride and Living, and
Yeah.
all
Yeah.
those guys that, like, literally uplift members of our community out of tough situations and get them into safe housing, whether temporary or more permanent, supportive. But yeah, if it's not about helping the people who need it the most and helping people reach their dreams, I don't know what it is about. It's not about just me sitting and doing spread. I mean, that's the work, but that's not what it's about.
That's not your
the
why.
passion.
That's not the why.
Mhm.
That's not. Is that a Simon Sinek? Know your why.
Yeah.
Start
Simon
with
Sinek.
why.
Start with why.
Start with why. Sorry,
Yeah.
not know your. Yeah, know your why.
And the thing is, it's like a lot of people can say, "Oh, I need to know my why," but like when you talk about your why, it is like you're living, breathing it. Like it isn't.
yeah,
Like there's a passion. Like this. This is your passion project.
yeah. I think you're right.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's right. And I mean, how blessed that you get to be within an association. I don't know if I'd say with a ton, but with somewhat adequate resources.
Yeah.
with
Yeah.
resources. And Carrie, if I said Telly and Carrie, if I said we need to make this small investment so we can do our jobs better, we wouldn't get a ton of pushback. They'd want us to support that
Yep.
Yeah.
and to really make a case for it. But yeah, we're not going to go out and hire a $500,000 a year software developer so we can do all these cool things. As much as I wish.
Maybe we could. I'm just saying.
The state is getting new leadership, and the North Star just got new leadership.
Yep.
And so maybe there'll be another, maybe there'll be some new developments. Who knows? We've joked in the past, well, I shouldn't say it. Not myself, but others in the past have used have used the acronym TCAR, the Twin Cities Area Association of Realtors.
Oh, I like that.
I mean, I love SPAR, I love MAR, I love people at both places and agents at both associations. But some have asked the question, are we a big enough region to need to, and can we serve members better together?
Effectively.
And could there be economic savings as a result? And so, I don't know, I always think we should make decisions strategically and think through that and the numbers and the math, but,
Not the river.
Not the river. The river, this this dividing thing. I really do like St. Paul.
Okay, I've got more questions.
Yes.
No, well, okay, well.
I just have a couple. Just a few.
Let's make
I want to know
quick.
about David Arbit on the weekend.
Oh, boy.
So what happens when you
Woo,
go
woo,
home?
Weekend. Woo, woo,
There's
weekend, buddy.
You've got two little humans. Their names are.
Max and Hannah.
And they are how old?
Are they 15, 16 months now?
And were you shocked when you had twins?
Yes, we were. Yes.
Oh, legit, you were?
Oh, absolutely. I was shocked when, yeah, it was a surprise announcement.
They're COVID babies.
All right, this is getting personal.
Yeah.
They're coronials.
They're coronial.
Yes,
Yeah,
I love yes.
There's millennials, there's the silent generation, there's Xers, Gen Y, and then there's millennials and coronials. The millennials are now making coronials.
This is amazing.
This is amazing.
Oh, my word.
Coronials.
Okay, so they just kind of like surprise. Hey.
So
we're
yeah,
here.
we were aware that there could be a child, but we had no idea it could be. You knew it could be two, but the likelihood of that,
Statistically speaking.
statistically, it's 1 in 250.
Really?
Oh, really?
Most people would think it's 1 in 100,000 or 1 in 10,000.
Yeah.
It's 1 in 250.
Huh.
People are waiting longer, and I think, my wife's. This is getting really personal. My wife's OB called it a geriatric pregnancy. Anything over 35 is a geriatric pregnancy.
Yeah.
My wife did not appreciate those
Nope.
terms.
Yep. Obgins could be weird.
Yeah, obgyn, yeah. So
Or OB-GYN is another
it's-
one I've heard. OB-GYN.
Yes. Not as familiar with the profession, but grateful. Everything went great. Two healthy,
So when you
fantastic
found out there were
kids.
two, what did you do?
My God, what did I do? I didn't believe it. I said, "You're kidding. Like you're serious." And then I said, "Show me the picture." And wait, did she? I think it was too early for ultrasound.
Photos or it didn't happen.
Yeah, pick her. It did not happen. I need the photo evidence. And I want the timestamp on that photo. Show me the metadata. Show me the metadata. Show me the data, Jerry. Show me the data.
Fantastic.
And so,
And
yeah.
you are the father.
Yeah. We have two. So it was a two and done, and not planning on any more. We know one person who was trying for their third and got 3 and 4.
Oh my
Oh, wow.
gosh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And 4 kids is a lot. Two kids is a lot.
Do twins run in your families?
My mom told me that several generations back, like she had an aunt or something. And then on my wife's side, her sister has twins by design.
Oh, okay.
That's by design, though. But other than that, not really.
Fascinating.
So luck of the draw, I guess. I mean, when diapers are over, diapers are over.
And you're not there yet.
No, we're not there yet. But a lot of people, like when you potty train your I don't know what it is, two and a half, 3-year-old, then you have a 0-year-old, and now you're back in diapers.
Yeah.
And back in sleepless nights, and so I don't want to go back to that.
You're like, we're done.
We're done because things have been they're eating better, sleeping better, healthy as can be, funny as heck, saying funny stuff. The girl says bubbles, and she holds up her little wand. Bubble.
Oh.
It's pretty cute. It's pretty cute.
And do you guys
The
live in
girl
St. Paul?
holds up
The
her
girl.
wand.
The what?
AKA Hannah.
The AKA.
Yeah.
And she goes, bubble.
You're like, yes.
And she says, hi.
Oh.
And then she goes, up.
Because she wants you to pick her up.
Pick up, and she goes, up. It's funny. They're pretty cool.
Did you ever imagine life as a dad?
It's like it's like my answer to the college question. You always just kind of assume you're going to do it, but that doesn't always mean you're prepared for it.
Yeah.
And that doesn't always mean, you know what to expect or how it'll go, or you don't always know how you can surprise yourself too.
Yeah.
In how just like, I don't know, like deep down stuff, like, I don't know, you mess with my kids, like there's some kind of Papa Bear thing that just bubbles up, and it's like
Yeah.
Bubble.
bubbles up.
I've never considered murder an option, but you.
Oh, come on.
Let's go.
Not quite that far. Although my father-in-law's tuxedo cat named Oli got a little mad at Max and scratched like an inch under his eye. Did the whole kind of thing, and I don't like cats. I grew
Sarah
up with
loves
dogs.
cats.
I'm a dog guy.
I don't care for cats.
I'm not a cat guy.
Nope.
No thanks on the feline side of things. I'm a canine guy.
All right. Hey,
Yeah.
this is and this has been awesome, and there's gonna be more of these.
More?
Oh, absolutely. But if you'd bother to ever do some research on our podcast,
I intend to.
okay.
We can send you some really good ones.
Please do. Seriously.
Yeah.
Are you on Spotify?
Yeah, we're on
I don't
all
know.
the channels.
Yeah.
Seriously?
Yeah.
That Spotify is where I get all my podcasts.
There you go. Please download there.
We'd love a download. We just hit 2,500 downloads.
Serious?
Yeah.
Do they show geography? Is it mostly
Yeah.
I have no idea.
regional or
Yeah. We're pretty well, like, we have a lot of friends and stuff from around the country.
Sure.
So I think a majority is here. We got a couple overseas that download it.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Amazing.
it's pretty cool.
You know, from a
Congratulations,
data
guys.
perspective, we probably could know our podcast data more.
Yeah.
But I did just get the email yesterday of the 2,500 downloads.
Okay.
That's super cool.
Amazing.
And we've only been in business since November.
I was gonna say it hasn't even been a year.
Nope. So let's keep going up from there.
It's pretty darn good.
Yeah.
Very
now imagine what the
impressive.
studio's going to do.
It's unbelievable.
Yeah. I'm really excited. But you know what? I'm just gonna
So
I'm
cool.
gonna live say this right now. Hey Zach, we need to actually put a camera over here, I think. So we can have a really good shot of our guest over here. Because, I mean, we got the side profile. He's got a sexy-ass beard and shit, and that's cool. We need to see that gorgeous mug of his over there. So let's just kind of kick that around. And then,
That means another camera's coming. I already heard the
boom,
Amazon.
boom, boom. Let me hear you say, way
Oh, it's already
Oh,
here.
boy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Zach,
Otherwise, my dad might have an old one.
Zach, please leave. Please leave.
Out.
All right, cool. So what we're going to do now is we're going to ask you your top 5 favorite restaurants. And they don't have to be because it's the most favorite food in the world, but it can be because, like, we have one gentleman, Matthew, on the podcast, and I always use him as a reference, and he says, mine was Olive Garden because he used to go there with his mother all the time. So it's a nostalgia thing. So it's a
Interesting.
super fun thing. So it doesn't have to, and he's on the phone Googling it right now.
We had someone last week call out Taco Bell.
T-Bell?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's been a while for me. It's
Yeah.
been a long time.
That's
Just saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been a long time. I do have a Google list called Restaurants and Food that's loading, and that has all my favorites.
Of course it does.
I mean, here's the sad part. The stuff, a lot of the ones that we loved aren't there
Yeah.
anymore. That's the part that kills me. And it's not the Applebee's and Olive Gardens and McDonald's that are going out of business.
No,
They're fine.
unfortunately.
It's the ma and pa, it's the small, and it's so unfortunately way too often it's immigrant-run businesses, and these are small women or minority-owned businesses, and you can't survive 2 years with at 30% of your normal revenue.
No.
You can't survive, not with the margins the way they are. You just can't. So my list isn't loading.
All
so
right. No,
let's see
hold
if I
on.
can,
Hold on. All right,
off
then.
the top of my head.
So we're going to go
uh,
number 5.
oh.
Number 5.
There it is.
Restaurant number 5.
Yeah.
Oh, geez. All 5. I used to go to Vincent Restaurant. That's done.
Oh,
That was on Nicollet
on
Mall.
Yeah.
Wasn't that?
French right on the corner
French,
by
right on the
Brits.
corner. Right by Brits. That was good. Love that place.
Did you do the tasting menu?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Tasting menu. And we got their Vincent burger.
Yes, it is it was
It was.
insane.
No, their burger's life-changing.
Yes.
It's
Oh,
it's magical. It's like
That's
stuffed.
intense.
It's stuffed with like smoked Gouda and prime rib or braised maybe braised
it was
short
like
rib.
next level burger.
It was like Juicy Lucy.
Really? We might have to look up the menu or look up the recipe and see if we can't
I don't
bring
know
it
if
back.
it's out there.
It really was fantastic.
Oh.
Yeah.
Like truly memorable. Like memorable.
Like people
memorable.
talk about the parlor burger being like the number one burger.
Or Matt's and 5-8. Like yeah, those Juicy Lucy. I know those are classic and historic, and they taste like
I mean,
a
I'll
dinery
eat one.
Juicy Lucy. I'll eat one.
I make a better burger than all of those.
I believe it. I do believe
My
that.
America burger.
America. Yeah.
America. All right. Number 4.
Let's see. What should I do? Pizzeria Lola, maybe.
Oh yes.
Throw in Anna Kim's
Oh
restaurant.
yeah, have you seen her new Netflix show?
No, I heard about it though.
Yeah, episode 3 of the show.
We ordered the T-shirts.
Serious?
Oh yeah, we ordered her shirts.
Okay.
Yeah.
Her, what is it? What's the pizza with? Well, there's a breakfast pizza with egg that's phenomenal, and then there's the spicy kimchi
Oh,
with
that
serrano and like some
Yeah.
nor.
Lady Zaza.
That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's really magical.
Yeah.
It's so good.
It's magical, and people don't think like that stuff belongs on pizza. It belongs on pizza.
You would
she can put whatever she
actually
wants on
love
it.
She can put whatever.
watching her documentary because she talks about how she made that pizza and how like the norm would not support that
Yeah,
pizza.
she's amazing.
Oh man, yeah, her story.
She's amazing.
Even the brief snippet we got on the Netflix
Yeah.
Netflix episode was pretty
All of
sweet.
it. I'm on episode 3 of of Dahmer.
Oh, I can't
No.
watch it.
Yeah, we're on episode 3 of Dahmer. We just finished Atypical. That was good. And then In the Dark. Guys,
Oh,
You are definitely an I.
In the Dark. I'm
You know
an
what? For
Am
our
I?
season 2 podcast, I've got our new top 5
What? Oh, what?
TV shows.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's a good one.
This year we're focusing on restaurants.
Yeah, I like
yeah,
that.
yeah. That's
Okay,
good.
Next
Let's
up,
see. Keep going.
Number 3.
I think Europolis has to be on there.
Okay.
As you'd guess, Greek and Mediterranean food.
Yeah.
Spanakopita out of this world. They have this like spicy chicken bacon gyro, like with the onions and the peppers in it.
where is that?
It's just off of. Is it 86th or 90th? It's by the 2 gas stations on Penn, and by the Ace True Value on Penn.
Okay.
As you're heading down Penn, it's like 86th or 90th.
Hey
Yep.
babe, do you have an iPhone that has Google?
I'll find it.
It is down there, and it really is good. It is good. Let's see. Next,
Hold on. Number 2.
number 2, Joy's Thai, Richfield.
Really?
Love Thai food.
So do we. Where's this?
Joy's Thai. So that's 78th and Linden or 76th.
I know I have Google.
Why do you
Will.
keep
Joy's,
asking?
Joy's.
Because I have never heard of this, and we lived in Richfield.
That's true.
It really is good.
Okay.
It's so good. You're not gonna like the order. I don't know if number 1's really number 1.
That's fine. No, it's
I
fine.
already
Okay.
love it
Yeah.
because when you have to preface it like
yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Number 1.
I'd have to go. I gotta go Mexican. There's a Cointreau Milpas place just off 494 that will also change your world.
Really?
And so the style is it birria tacos where they
Yes,
burri-
where you
bur-
dip.
they dunk.
Yeah, we say
Yes.
burrilla, but
Oh
yeah.
my god.
Yeah.
Oh.
The corn tortilla with the
It's
they're-
just
they're
like
cooked
my
in the
mouth is
lard,
going right
and
now.
then they have the
And
melted
then-
cheese
and
on
then you
it.
dunk it in the consomme broth.
Yeah.
There's even more broth.
It's next
Yeah.
level.
Oh my god. Dunk it in the liquid, then on the grill.
It's amazing.
Magic. So that
Yeah.
that even their quesadilla, like something as simple as quesadillas, are like
They do a good job.
Have you ever been to Animales?
no.
Okay.
Someone was just talking about that.
So Animales is a food truck that's now at Bauhaus Brewery,
oh yeah,
in
Northeast. I like that.
Northeast?
and their
Northeast.
burrito tacos,
Are they magical?
they're
Yeah,
magical.
They really are.
Oh my god,
They really
I
are.
love those. Are so good.
And
I,
I'm
I
always
don't want
like-
to eat a regular taco anymore.
like
it has to be
Will's.
a wet
Yeah.
taco.
You can order your ribs, you can order all that stuff.
Yep.
Just get me the tacos, and you don't get any. Like if
Oh
you
my
want tacos,
I
you
have
need
to
to
get
get
another
2
order.
orders.
Yeah, don't none of the sharing business.
No.
Well,
that's-
we
that's
love to
bullshit.
share,
Yes, we
except
yeah.
for the burrito tacos.
Except for those, yeah, yeah. The wife and I are pretty good about that. Like if any sandwiches or she got Brugger's bagels, and we always do like I take half, you
Yep.
take half, and then you get best of both.
So do we, unless we call it before we order.
Yeah, where I'm
Like-
like, I'm
No
like,
share-
I'm not
no
sharing.
sharesies? No share-
yeah,
no
I-
shares.
Like
yeah,
I'm not
happening.
sharing today.
All right.
So if you want to get that, you've got to get your own.
Get your own. I think that's fair. You
But
guys have
that's
good
very,
communication
like,
and a very healthy relationship.
5% of the time.
That's 5%.
I am talking to a data guy.
By
Yeah.
the way, this is mine.
Yeah,
Back off.
yeah,
If you touch that cheese, I will slap you.
yeah. Or I'll be like, hey, do you want something? I'll just have a bite of yours. I'll just get another one.
Yeah.
I'm just
like,
gonna get 2.
do you want? Or I'll just have a few bite of your fries.
Yeah,
I
no,
don't need fries.
No, get your own.
Yeah.
I'll just get your. I'll get another order.
80% of my fries are gone.
Yeah.
Next thing I know.
80-20 rule.
Yeah,
Yeah,
80-20.
the
80%.
Pareto principle. Oh man.
There's a lot of good restaurants out there that I'm leaving off, though. I do want to say.
That's
like,
all- yeah, there's a
lot
ton.
of good ones.
That's
There's a
very
ton.
safe.
It's
Yeah.
safe. I'm covering. I was scrolling by. I tried to look at my list. I wish it was sorted. I wish it was sorted somehow. Ola Repa belongs in there.
We've never been there.
It really is good. What is it? Some of the university, Tre Chow, some of the Vietnamese places for pho in the winter.
Oh.
Yeah.
On university, you got to shout out some of those guys.
The best fun in the city is Lotus in Loring Park.
I like Lotus a lot.
Not
hands down.
Maple Grove.
Not Maple Grove.
Loring
It's
Park.
it's different.
It's a different broth.
Yep.
Oh,
It
They
is.
may
oh.
say it's the same,
It's
but
not the
it's
same.
not.
Oh, interesting.
Mm-hmm.
That's really good to know.
They've tried to trick me and give me the broth, and I'm like, this is not from
You guys
from
went to
Loring
Maple
Park.
Grove.
You're not
Yeah.
gonna.
Yeah,
You're not gonna kid me.
and they just lost it laughing because they're like,
Yes.
how the hell do you know? Because I know that taste.
Because I know. Because
I
I've been
know.
to both.
I
and
know.
I have taste buds.
I ate that pho 3 or 4 times a week for months.
It's so good.
So good.
It's so good. It
All
just has
right.
everything.
Now I'm hungry. Well, thanks for
Yeah,
that.
no, I'm
Yeah,
hungry. Yeah,
every
I don't
single
know.
time.
Tacos or hot soup. I don't know.
All right.
Hey, thanks
Both.
for coming on our podcast.
Appreciate
My
it so
This
much,
pleasure,
was
David.
awesome.
guys. Thank you for having me.
All right. And
What a
as
pleasure.
always, we out. Deuces.